everyone. Our ongoing project ARTCİRCLE's new guest is Yannis Yighourtakis from Greece. Hello, Yannis Yighourtakis.
Hello, everyone.
Thank you very much for this meeting. And my first question is to you. Who is artist Yannis Yighourtakis? Please speak about yourself.
Well, about myself, I really don't think I have much to say, about myself. I started drawing from a really young age. My father was a traditional Byzantine icon painter, so it was, as every little kid, they try to imitate their parents. So it was very important for me to living in this environment. Age by age, I started helping him after I went to the Athenian School of Fine Arts. And until now, my desire is to paint all the time. That's what that's a small introduction about me.
Thank you for sharing us. And my next question, can you tell us a bit more about your paintings, your motifs, and your themes?
Yes, I like motifs in general because motifs are common in every civilization across the earth. I mean, you can see motifs in Greece. You can see lots of stuff, and even today's logos. What I do with my work is I like to search for images, and especially this time we have access to lots of images from history of art, from every kind through internet, this is what I'm trying to do, is to combine parts of these images from history of art and put them together with themes from ordinary life, from everyday life.
Thank you for sharing. Your creativity has got surrealist symbols, surrealistic elements. What can you say about it?
Yes, surrealism in general is a very interesting movement. And I think even for today, for contemporary art, is still important. But I won't say that I see myself as a surrealist, because surrealism deals mostly with the unconscious and the dream. I put myself in another movement very close to surrealism. It came from surrealism, which is called magic realism. Magic realism, to give you an example why is a little bit different, is like if surrealism deals with the dream, magic realism deals with daydreaming. It's like you are living your life, I mean, because it's a combination of realism and something which is not that identified, like magic, It's like you are moving in a bus to go for your work or something. And while you are sitting there, you see something outside. Let's say you see a little boy riding a bicycle, holding an ice cream. And then you suddenly think about yourself in the past, like when you was a boy. And then something magical is happening. It's like you're living the moment, but you are recall images from your past, from your memories, and like living them again. I mean, it's like being in two different dimensions, the present, the past, or even the future.
Thank you for sharing. What's the particular message of your compositions, and what is it trying to convey about to viewers?
All right. Look, there is always a certain message through my artwork. The main idea, but not, I will speak about this later. What I like to do is to have a certain message, but to leave the opportunity to the viewer to make his own projects and try to explain what it's all about, or if there is a story behind, if something is happening for his measures. So I can say about the message in every one each piece of my artwork, but in a major way, what interests me is not that much the message itself, but the fact that I'm trying to combine things. For me, most important is the composition. Composition, because I think we are living in a time, in a global earth, that we try to combine different cultures, different way of thinking, and although we try to save things from each one tradition.
Thank you for sharing.
You're
And
welcome.
have you got your compositions flexible abstract forms?
It's all about composition, you know. It's I try to make different things, different patterns, different the different details from paintings, details from civilizations, to bring together with other things and make composition. I mean, that's the main idea for me. While we are speaking, you are showing, for example, this piece of mine with multiple Darth Vaders. Well, Darth Vader is an image from the pop culture mythology, and I put him in a place which this reference has to do with from a painting by George de la Tour, which is some guys around this light, and try to have some deal, some economical deal. And I use this environment, this aesthetics, by putting an image of today, of today's mythology, and multiply him like it is, like I want to say at the end that this is ourselves in dialogue with our own selves too. I mean, it's like every creature has a multiple identities. One, you can be, I mean, an artist, and at the same time you can be a parent. You can have a work, day work of some other kind. So you have multiple identities and somehow selves. They try to bring together with this and you know, stay in balance.
Thank you for sharing. How did you develop your style?
Well, my style, it's the aspect of many years of searching and developing styles. I actually like visual arts in any form. My material is painting, right? And I like painting from the ancient times through modern times. And actually, this is what I do. I like to read, I like to see images, I like to search.
Thank you. Do you have any other ideas you might want to try?
Yes, of course. In the past, I worked in an animated picture called Loving Vincent. I don't know if you know this one. It was a picture about the life and death of Vincent van Gogh, and it was painted in hand, all the picture. So I have always in the back of my mind, if I can use this knowledge and make a small animation of my own. And there are other ideas using technology, like how one of my paintings can be made through virtual reality or things like this.
Thank you. The symbols of your paintings, can you explain it to us?
Yes, as you can see, there are several symbols, and what I like is the symbol itself. I mean, I like its structure. I can give you an example about this, and of course, I believe that symbols are common to every human being in Earth. I mean, it's a language that everybody can somehow approach or understand. For instance, the cross. The cross, if you are a Christian, is something very specific. But if you are not a Christian, you can still recognize what is this symbol all about. Christianity just use the symbol, but the symbol is much more before Christianity. I mean, what is the cross? The cross is two lines. One line is a horizontal line, and another one is vertical. right? One line is showing, represents as horizontal the female in nature. It has to do with calm, with peace, like we are viewing the horizontal line of the sea, if you can imagine. And the other, the vertical, represents the male. And the male is more dynamic. So also there are two different directions, from north to south and from east to the west. And if you put them together, you have the cross. So you have what? You have completeness. You have something which is complete. Christianity used that symbol, but this symbol is not only about Christianity, it's global. It's about every one of us.
Thank you very much. You told us about nature. It's impossible to combine spirit, nature, spirit, human, and culture.
Yes, for me, this is the, as I told you before, this is what I want to do, to create images that combine different things. And I see myself, and not only me, I mean, all human beings, that we are not just one thing specific. We are living a much more complex life, which contains lots of different things. So I try to put all these different things together, so I can have something more complete and I hope interesting.
Thank you very much. What can you say about us aesthetic and artistic aspects of surrealist artists?
Well, as I said, surrealism is working with the unseen, with the subconscious, and try to bring the subconscious, the dream, something which is not very clear, lots of times using collective subconscious through culture, try to bring this to life. This is why surrealism try to express them itself with this high-skilled, let's say, painting, which is realistic painting, because it wants to bring something abstract to make it real. And for me, this one is really very interesting.
Thank you. Let's speak about your colors.
Yes.
How you choose your colors? Let's speak about this.
Look, for myself, painting is divided into different major schools. The one is designing, right? And the other is color. In Greece, we have a long tradition in designing because of the very good light we have. But for myself, color is something more rich and more sensitive. It can has a a value of its own, the color. And I like to use really vibrant colors and always, you know, always give me a very good feeling, this situation, to combine colors, and it's like somehow making music in a different way.
Thank you very much. What does red mean to you, especially color red?
Red, yes. Look, this is really strange that I might say that in my personal everyday life, I don't use color as a dress, to wear it. Okay, I like earthly colors like green, black, right? But in painting, I have something very strong with red. You know, red for me is similar to life, is similar to fire. And what I really like in the red color, it's, I think red has something fluid, like fire playing, you know, this thing which is not something very stable, and so it's and you know, because I paint firstly for my own eyes, red is very impressive for me.
Thank you very much. Your compositions are so multi-figured, rich, and so interesting. What helped you to create these complex compositions?
Well, as I said, all of these years, firstly I look, and then I make something. So the situations like this, I look on pictures, look and trying in my mind to see if these pictures and which of them can be together. So finally I imagine, you know, this composition, and I put some things by my own.
Thank you very much. Do you have a series of work, same topic, dedicated to same topic, one topic?
Look, for myself, every work is connected, but and every work you see, it's actually a part from a bigger from some specific, you know, work, right? Something very, very, very specific as a theme. I really don't know what to say. I mean, for me, it's everything is like everything is interesting, and as a character, I like to change all the time and try to find something new and something, I don't know, it's a matter of character, I guess.
Thank you very much. What can you say about the exhibitions you have participated in? Have you got solo exhibition?
Solo exhibition, not yet. This is lots of reasons, you know, I haven't done this. I'm preparing one this period. but until now, I like to participate in not atomic, in group exhibitions. And at the start, the feeling to being exhibited was a little bit stressed, you know, to exhibit yourself through your work. But at the end, I mean, you realize that this is necessary for an artist to share his work with other people. And when you have and you came to a moment that you like to show only yourself to the viewers, not only a small piece or a small part of your work. So it's something that I'm working right now to exhibit in a gallery exhibition, an atomic soul.
Thank you very much. What can you say about religious aspects and beliefs included in your paintings?
Well, first of all, I have big respect about religion and about every religion, not only Christian religion. For me, religion came to organize and change the ancient societies, so we can go on till today. And in all of these centuries that religion exists, and religion actually starts with from the very early age of the humankind. So it's very close to civilization itself, and you know, all of this tradition created, all of these centuries. It's very interesting and inspiring. I also like religion because if actually you think that there is something higher than you, you feel like being in the correct dimensions. You feel that you are still, you know, a little guy, a little human being. You are not God. You have a birth, and you will die someday. And this is, for me, is very important for every human community. On the other hand, I dislike fanatism, religious fanatism, and any kind of fanatism. So in my artwork, I use several things from the Byzantine art, which is an art made for the Christian God, but I also like some Persian manuscripts, which has to do with Islam, and even Eastern cultures like Japanese cultures, and all this, you know, all these Buddhist and way of thinking like this. I like to use them because I like them firstly as images. I like them. I think it's very beautiful, and they have a very interesting meaning behind.
Thank you. Yes, really, your paintings, some paintings look like iconography examples.
Yes.
I mean, thank you. What would you like to say about Azerbaijan art? Do you know about this? Azerbaijan art, artists, or art style?
To be honest with you, I don't know much about Azerbaijan arts, but these last days I make research and I saw some things and I read about Azerbaijan history, and I think it's very, very impressive and interesting too. For my opinion, you have a long history and a very long tradition too. And I think there are similarities with us Greeks, because Greece, you know, for centuries was a part of the big Ottoman Empire. So Ottoman Empire, actually it was a multicultural empire, and that brings together, who bring together East and West things. And you know, I think we have many things in common, and I find your art very interesting. All of this with embroidery, with carpets, with this tradition you have is it's unique, and you must try to save it and give inspiration for contemporary ways of art. And I think you are in a good way to proceed.
Thank you for these kind words. I'm glad to hear to it. Thank you very much. And over time, we are running out of the time. And my last question: what do you say about our project ARTCİRCLE? We want to hear about it.
Yes, of course. I found it very interesting. I mean, firstly, I want to congratulate you. It's very interesting what you do. I found it as an attempt to open doors with Azerbaijan to the rest of the world, and also bring you know, some information from other countries, how they feel about arts and all of this. Honestly, I would like a similar project to happen in Greece. I find it very clever, and the way you are seeking for artists is very modern. It's very today's way of thinking.
Thank you very much, and I wish you success in your creativity. Thank you very much. This interview.
It was delighted for me to meet you. I want to thank you really, and I wish you all the best.